Let's do this, buddy. Okay. Today, Dawson, we are going to read the book That Makes Me Mad. Have you ever been mad before?
Yeah.
You have? Can you think of a time you've been mad at home?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I'm just really upset.
Oh, really? What made you upset at home? What would be something that would make you upset at home?
Lucas hitting me.
Say that again.
Lucas hitting me.
Oh my goodness, if Lucas hits you, that would make me mad too. My goodness. What did you do if Lucas hits you? What do you normally do when you get mad like that?
Tell, but Miss Bob doesn't do anything about it.
Well, you do tell though. That's the way to handle it, right? That's called self-advocating. We've talked about that before, and being able to tell people how you feel, right? Well, that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to talk about ways that, things that make us mad, okay? Have you ever been mad at school?
Yeah.
Yeah? In fact, we have talked about this before, haven't we? The size of a problem. We had our, what does that say?
Tiny problem.
A tiny problem.
Little problem.
Yeah.
Medium problem.
And
Big problem.
you don't usually have those kind of problems, do you? What does that one say?
Huge problem.
A huge problem. We usually stick with small, medium, and large, don't we? What do you do normally when I say, hey, what kind of, is this a big or a small, medium, or large problem? What do you usually tell me?
Small.
You usually say small, and you say what? That you can,
Is that what I say?
yeah, you say small problem, and you'll usually tell me that you can do what?
Turn it around.
Turn it around or let it go, right? Nice. Love it. Okay, so we're going to come back to that in just a minute. We are going to start reading this book. By the way, I want to show you something real quick. This happens to be one of my favorite books. Look at this. I gave this book to my daughters in 2002. It says, "To my girls, may we have all our disagreements end with hugs. All my love to you, Mom." So I was teaching my girls a long time ago how to deal with their emotions and how they have to feel when they get
And
angry.
they gave it a book?
I gave them this book. I always write in my books for my daughters. And this was one of their very own books. In fact, this kid looks kind of like my daughter. What do you notice about her hair? What does she have in common with you?
Red.
It's red.
And blue.
I wonder if she gets called red a lot like you do.
And blue.
Yep, a little bit of blue, huh? Yeah.
And,
That's weird.
and gray.
Okay. Well, tell you what, let's start reading the book. I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I'm going to have you read. Would you like to choose a line guide today?
I said, what's it here?
Which one would you like to choose? Which one works best for you?
I'll try.
I thought you liked this one, didn't you?
That one?
The clear one?
Yeah.
Do you want to try a different color today?
Yeah, I try the cool.
Clear, I think clear works best for you. Yeah, I thought I remembered that. Okay, I'm going to use the line guide first because I like using it. It starts out, first of all, let's look at the book again. It says, "That makes me mad." Oh my goodness, those are big words. They don't fit in the line guide, do they? Okay. What makes Nina mad? Lots of things. Little, ordinary, everyday kinds of things. Maybe just the things that make you mad too. Oh, I bet. Have you ever seen this book? It's one of my favorites. When you tell me I like something, you know I don't. That makes me mad.
Her?
Yeah, that's her. Here's her dad. Says, "Hey, Dad, what's for dinner?" And Dad says, "Oh, something delicious." "Yeah? What?" "Oh, you're going to love it." "What is it?" "Fish." "Fish? Blah! I hate fish."
That's mean.
Yeah, you think that's mean?
I love fish.
Oh, you love fish? Did you say that's me or that's mean?
Mean.
That's mean. Why would you say that's mean? Is that an appropriate way to show your feelings?
It's kind of.
Can you give me a high five for that?
It's kind of thinking his food's gross, I would eat it.
What word would you use to describe her behavior when she said, I hate fish, Bleck?
I would say I like fish.
You would, because you're a nice guy, right? Do you think her behavior was rude?
Yes.
I do too. I agree.
Look at what she's doing.
I know. Oh my goodness, she's even hiding her face. She's refusing to even look at him or eat her dinner. Man, I will agree. That's some behavior right there, huh? Okay, let me look at this one. When I try very hard and it doesn't come out right. Oh, that's one of my worst
My
ones.
mom has blue too.
I know, isn't that weird? That makes me mad. I want to do it myself. All right, Nina, go ahead. Oh, and here she starts doing it by herself. Let's see. Where's the front? One arm through here. Uh-oh. Didn't this have a pocket? This button through that little hole? Now for the pants. It's not right. Nina, are you ready? Oh my goodness. Look at her now. I want you to do me a favor. Let's talk through this.
And is it okay if I look back at this?
Of course it is. That is actually a really good reading skill. Okay, let's look at back here. Okay, hating fish. I think that would be, you think that's a huge problem? What makes you think it's a huge problem? Tell me about
Not
it.
a big problem.
A big problem. She really doesn't like fish, huh? Well, that's interesting because I think it's kind of a medium problem.
Yeah.
Because she could fix it. She could say, Dad, can I have some chicken nuggets instead? Right? Big problem. That's when we are getting so angry that we can't even really
Huge
make a good
problem.
choice. Yeah, look at that.
What is huge problem?
Well, we'll talk about that, okay? There's actually a huge problem in the book. Okay, so I would say it's a 3. You say it's a 4. It's interesting because other people might see it differently.
Oh, there it is.
What do you think? Is that a huge problem?
Yep.
Man, she does look really angry. That's for sure. Remember the criteria that we go by, and I wrote it down here because we need to review it again. The criteria that we've talked about in the past about our 5 chart is that, hold on a second, I gotta find it. Sorry about wasting your time here, buddy. Okay, so 5 is ready to explode. Does she look like she's ready to explode?
Yeah.
She does, doesn't she? This is getting too angry. This is really irritated. This one's I'm doing okay, and this one's I'm doing great.
She's ready to explode.
Yeah. How do you feel like you're doing today? Where are you on the size of the problem chart? Are you doing great? Are you doing okay? You're doing great. Having a great morning? I love that. Way to go. You know what? I am too, especially since I get to do this with you today. Okay. So let's do this one together, okay?
That's her brother.
Yeah. Would you like to volunteer to read the top for me? Use your line guide so you can watch.
When you get mad at and it's not even my
Fault. Good
Fault.
try. Nice try.
that makes me mad.
Yes. Does that make you mad when you think someone's mad at you and it's not your fault?
Yeah.
That's
What's
the
it
one
say?
that really bothers you. Yeah, what does it say?
Cup.
Okay, so the baby brother is saying cup, and then what does she say?
Who's Tommy Cup?
Uh-oh, look what Tony does. Look up here.
Splash is water.
Uh-oh.
Cup. Splash. Tommy, stop.
Look at her face. Where do you think she is on the chart now? Medium problem, I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, look, and he keeps splashing the water.
Hopefully she goes down there then.
Maybe. That's what we want to do, right? Okay, so then then what else did he
Have
say?
you read this whole book? Look.
Yeah, I have.
Cup. Splash, water.
Oh, and this one, what does she say?
Tommy.
Oh no, what has he done?
Did a boat on the out in the back.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
Uh-oh.
cool though.
Now read this.
Isn't that cool though?
That does. You could draw that, couldn't you? Okay, read that. Tell me what's going on.
Nina, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nina, look at this form. But mommy, no more that. Two, tonight. But mommy,
So who got in trouble?
her,
Yeah, Nina got in trouble. That's not fair, is it? Do you think she's upset now?
Yeah.
Look at her face. Do you think it's a small, medium, or a large problem?
Medium.
You think it's a medium? I agree.
Large.
Really?
Medium.
How? Okay, let's compare it to something you've had
Medium.
at school.
Medium.
You think it's a medium? Okay, let's think of a time at school when you felt you were blamed for something that you did not do.
And that was in math.
Maybe. Oh, I can think of one. Remember when you and your buddy, and I'm not going to use his name, okay? But you and your buddy, you were teasing him, and he accidentally tripped over your feet. Do you remember that? Remember that a couple of days ago?
Who was it?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
When I was in math and he ran and he walked in and then he tripped.
Right. And it wasn't your fault, was it? And it upset you. Can you remember what you did when you got upset?
I said, I didn't do it.
Okay, so you self-advocated. That's great. Did you get upset? You did a little bit. What does your upset face look like? Let me see. Yeah, it's a good upset face. Yeah.
I kind of was upset. I don't know what I was at, though. You know what I was at.
Well, you know what I remember? Would you like me to tell you? I remember you came out of the classroom and you talked to me. And we talked about your feelings. And then you returned to class. You handled it perfectly. You did a really nice job.
So I was there.
Yeah. Well, I think you were about here. And by the time you went back into class, you were about here. It was still a problem, but it was a little problem, and you could let it go, right?
And then I went to there.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then later on you were golden. You had no problems at all. Okay, so let's keep reading. We're going to read our next page. We're going to do this one together too. Okay. Read that line for me, sir.
Over here.
Well, just at the top.
Sometimes you talk about me like I'm even there and
Not even there. And?
that makes me mad.
Good job. Okay, and then here's this scenario, okay? She is having a dress put on, and Mom is talking to this lady, okay? This one's a little confusing, okay? She says, over here it says, look at Nina, isn't she grown up? And her mom says, oh yes, she's almost 2 inches taller and she only has 2 cavities. And she's such a good helper too. We wouldn't know what to do without her. Okay, does she look like she's becoming upset a little bit?
Who's talking though?
I know, you wouldn't be upset that, would
Who's
you?
talking though?
Well, Grant, this lady is talking to her mom.
About which words are hers though?
Okay, so these words belong to that lady, and these words belong to that lady. So they're talking about Nina as if she's not there. So read that bottom part for me. What does it say?
It's not nice to see little girl. Who knows how to act?
Okay, well that was the other lady talking. Okay, so here we go. Here's more information. It says, does she know what she wants to be when she grows up? I'll bet she'll be going to school soon. What does Nina say?
I'm in kindergarten.
Oh, look at her face.
Well, that was creepy.
Yeah, where do you think she is on the problem now? Really? This is a huge problem, huh? Well, what do you think? You tell me what you think and then I'll tell you what I think.
This one, look at her face.
Oh, it is. If you're looking at her face, definitely. This is a great opportunity for us to talk about. Sometimes we can't tell by what someone's face is saying, what they're really feeling. And sometimes you cannot always see people's faces very well. Am I correct?
Yeah, when they're mad, they face away like that.
Yeah, or you can't see their face. And have you noticed that sometimes when you get upset, I will try and tell you she wasn't really angry at you. That's not how she meant it. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
You have trouble with that sometimes, right? Yeah, we all do. It's hard not to read people's emotions sometimes. Okay, let's try another one. We'll do this one together
It's
too.
Christmas.
It's Christmas. Do you like Christmas?
Yeah.
Me too. It's one of my favorite holidays. Okay. When I want you fast and it takes you forever, that makes me mad. Oh,
She's
look.
not gonna eat presents.
Well, this, I think they're putting the tree up.
I think she might not get presents because how much she's getting.
Yeah. Oh, you think? You think you won't get presents?
Unless at the end she turns it around, that's when she gets presents.
I just love the way that you talk. That is just amazing. You are right. She will have to turn this around, won't she, if she wants Christmas presents. Okay. Hey, Mom, look at this. Nina, just a minute. Nina, I'm on the phone. Oh, I hate it when Mom's on the phone and you want something to do. Does it ever happen with you and Bobby? You want to get something done and he's busy? That happens here, too. You'll come up to me and, hey, Miss Masters, hey, Miss Masters. And I'm like, Dawson, hang on. I got to do this. Wait.
You're on the phone.
Mm-hmm. And I'm on the phone.
Sometimes you're on the phone.
Yeah, well, not usually. I'm usually talking to another student, right? Yeah. Okay. Mom, you got to see this. Mom, hurry. In a minute, honey. What is it, Nina? Oh, no. What happened, Dawson?
She knocked it down.
She did, because she wasn't being patient, right? Yeah. If she had done like you said and just waited, she would have not be in trouble. Okay. What would you consider this problem? Where is it on our scale? Oh, a little problem. Why do you say that?
Because she accidentally knocked it over.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Could be medium.
Let's talk about this problem. Okay, she has actually destroyed property.
Yeah.
I think that pushes it on up. If she had just been impatient and pouting, then I would have said a medium problem. But she actually broke something.
On purpose?
Well, I don't think it was on purpose. In fact, I think the cat had something to do with it. Look at the cat. But it may have been an accident, but property was damaged. So, you know what? Since I agree, I don't think it was on purpose, I'd say it's a big problem at this point.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do this other one. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to have you do it all by yourself. I want you to read the story, and then I want you to tell me what the problem is.
There's two of her.
Oh, I think it just means she's going back and forth. Look, there's three of her right there. It says, when I'm not finished with the best thing I ever made and you clean it up, that makes me mad. She says, lots of water, some rags, a brush. I know I need the sponge. Oh, what is she doing? Look over here. What's all this? Nina, you sure do know how to make a mess. But what does she say? Look right there.
What? That was the car.
Oh, try it again with
My
inflection.
car.
But
that was my car wash.
that was my car wash. Oh man, look at her face.
That's actually her car.
Yeah, well, a toy car, right?
Can it actually drive?
It's probably one of those pedal cars. Have you ever seen one of those? You get in and you can pedal the car and it'll go. Yeah, she was pretending to wash it.
There is some cars, you know, the remote control ones?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would hope that's not remote control because now it's all wet. Do you think that would damage a remote control car? I do too. Okay, so she's mad. What kind of problem is this? Big problem. Okay? If it's something I created, I could see that being a big problem for her. Yeah. Okay. Now this is the one I want you to do all by yourself. Okay? So use your line guide. We're going to read the pages and then you're going to choose what size problem it
I don't
is.
want to know though.
I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to let you do it all by yourself. Huh?
I won't know though.
Oh, you've known so far. You've been doing amazing. Okay, so try it for me.
I tried to complete and no.
That's
one
cooperate.
else. Try to cooperate and no one else does. That makes me mad.
I'm gonna use my finger.
It's right there.
So read this first.
Okay.
Take a stab at it. What does CH sound like? It's a boy's name.
Chairs.
Charlie. Nice.
Charlie.
Way to try.
That's why you can't. ball. No, I want to swing on the swings. Okay, let's swing and play ball. Sure. Ready to pitch. No, I think I'm gonna play the sandbox. Sure. Okay, let's play the sandbox and then we'll play ball.
Uh-oh, it's about to go south. Reed, you know what that means when it goes south?
Right.
It means it's about to get bad.
What's his name?
Charlie.
Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Wanna play kickball? Yeah, let's go. That's not nice.
I agree. But what does she say?
But I want to play kickball.
Okay, so you choose. What size problem is this?
I think.
Okay, so does she look happy? Well, let's ask this. Would you be happy if you wanted to play?
It's this one.
Okay, and tell me more. Why?
Look at her face. Look at that face.
Okay, so you're matching the faces. Everybody's face does different. So, for instance, when I'm
I
sad.
think it's a medium problem.
Okay, and you think it's a medium problem. Tell me why. Tell me more. Why do you think it's a medium problem?
Because it doesn't look like her face. I'm not that. It doesn't look like she's angry about anything. She doesn't say, I'm angry at you.
Okay, so her words were different. Good job. So she basically indicated that she wasn't really angry, but just that she was disappointed maybe, right? Okay. Another thing is we need to remember is this one is ready to explode. This is getting angry. This is really irritated. This is I'm okay. And this one's I'm doing great.
Oh, sit down.
So you think she's okay? Okay. This one is really irritated.
What's this?
Okay, so you're going with 2. Okay. What would you do in that situation? This actually happened to you the other day. Remember when one of your buddies, when you wanted to play with one of your buddies and they didn't want to play? Do you remember during Titan Brew? And you tried to get one of your buddies to slow down and talk to you and he didn't want to talk and he walked on and it upset you? How did you feel? Were you which one were you on that?
I think it was that.
You thought it was a big problem. Okay, well, it's interesting. So maybe next time if that happens, then you'll remember that you chose it as a little problem last time. Okay? Okay, so let's keep reading. Just got a couple more pages left, big guy. Tell you what, why don't you do this last page for me, and we'll call it good, okay?
When you make a promise,
Mm-hmm.
and then you break it, that makes me mad.
Yeah.
Greg, don't forget to.
George, don't forget the...
George, don't forget the
Oh, and there's...
blankets.
Yeah, very nice. Good job,
How
bud.
will you get all that in your truck? The truck. Hey, the ice cream man.
I love ice cream.
The ice cream truck.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some ice cream?
Read what they said.
Sure, Nia. In a minute.
Uh-huh.
What did it say?
That, you know what? That says come on. That's like saying come on, except it's a abbreviation.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Nia. We're going. Okay, everything packed.
Look at that.
Don't forget Tommy.
That's the baby brother. Don't forget. Okay, so what happens?
It's time now.
Nope. So they made a promise, and they broke the promise. Dad said, we're going to get ice cream. Did they get her ice cream? How do you think she felt when they broke their promise?
Sad?
Yeah. Where do you think they were on the size of the problem chart? Good job. Okay. One more little thing we're going to do. You know what this is, don't you? You don't like them, do you? We're going to pretend to do one together, and then I'm going to have you do one by yourself. How's that sound? Okay, checking our time. We don't have a lot of time left. Okay.
I should probably hurry up then.
We probably should. Okay, so let's go back to where Nina broke the Christmas tree. How about that one? Let's do that one together. Oh, I can't find it. There's the Christmas tree. Okay, so we've done this before. This is our behavior reflection sheet, except this one we're going to do for Nina. Nina gets a reflection sheet today. Okay, why do you think she did what she did? Why did she break the Christmas tree? What were the reasons for her behavior? Look at the story. Do you remember? It says, hey, Mom, look at this. Just a minute, Nina. I'm on the phone. Mom, you got to see this. Mom, hurry. In a minute, honey. So what happened?
I fell.
Yeah. So do we put that as the description of the behavior?
Yes.
We'll put that in the middle. So she broke the tree, right? Okay. What were the reasons? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Look at this page to determine that.
She was not being patient.
Ooh, I like it. Not being patient. You are a rock star at these, aren't you? Okay, anything else we want to add for reasons? Does she look like she's upset?
Her mom wouldn't even listen to her. She was just on the phone being.
Mom wouldn't listen. I like that one. That's frustrating, isn't it, when you feel like someone's not listening to you? Well, it's super important to let other people know how we feel, because by doing that, we get what we want.
I know who you're supposed to listen to.
Yeah, who?
Your boss at work.
Oh, yeah. When you get a job, you've got to listen. You know what? I have to listen to Mr. Johnson. He's my boss.
Even if you don't have time to talk to him,
Yeah,
you still have to.
I do. I do have to stop and talk to him. Okay, so what were the consequences of her behavior? Did we see any consequences here?
Yep.
What?
Look at the mom's face.
Oh, does Mom look mad? So would that go under how do I feel?
She looks like upset, just like her.
Oh yeah, look at that face. Okay, so how do I feel? So look at her.
Same face.
How does she feel? Let's fill that block first.
Mad, I'm guessing.
Okay, how do I feel? She's mad. Okay. How was my behavior affecting others? How does Mom look?
Upset.
Upset. So upset Mom. Any other consequences we can add?
She feels disappointed.
Oh, so who? Tell me more. Mom is disappointed. Mom is disappointed. And that doesn't feel good, does it, to disappoint people we love? Okay. We don't have to put something there if you don't want to.
I do.
Okay.
It's the cat's fault because he jumped in front of the tree.
Okay.
He jumped on the tree, so.
Okay, so you feel like the cat had something to do with it?
Because he jumped on the tree and look at the side of the tree.
Okay. Cat jumped.